Whether it's in America, whether it's in Europe, whether it's in India, we think that we can solve the world's problem by free market economies, by rushing here and rushing there and giving everything that every human being wants at the cost of nature. I think we are now suffering.
Tigers are an iconic species. I mean, they're an amazing animal. You know, there are a few thousand left in the world, and you wouldn't want to see wild tigers disappear and have only tigers in captivity. I mean, there are more tigers in captivity in Texas than there are in the entire world in the wild.
India has 2,000 wild tigers, so we have 60-65% of the population, and everyone else can be saying, oh, we are breeding this Sumatran here, we are keeping genes alive in a laboratory, we are going to find tigers and make tigers 20 years later. What for? You have the tigers there sitting in your forest. Don't you have the guts? Don't you have the courage? Don't you have the ability, the brain to keep them alive in the forest that they live in? You want them to die and then recreate them in laboratories? Is there anything more foolish to be done?
Why do we have backyard tigers?
I think it's a combination of ego getting attention and not understanding what they're getting into. In most cases, we get cats from one of two kinds of people. There are some people who I would call well-intentioned, and they either typically don't have either the mentality, the attitude, or the resources to do the right thing, and then there are the bad people.
The breeding and photo cubs seems like it's also such a big part of it.
Stop giving them your money, because when you pay them, you make it possible for them to continue this. And especially ask, what are you going to do with this cub when he's too old to get his picture taken or too old to be petted?
Why are tigers important? Period.
Yeah. The obvious answer why tigers are important is because they're the apex predator and they form the umbrella for all the other species to thrive. So if you have a tiger reserve with a healthy population of tigers, you can be sure that everything below it is healthy.
If we save the tigers, we can save the many animals. And our philosophy is to save all, save just one, the tiger.
Why are we important to the world? As far as I'm concerned, the tiger has a right to live as much as we have. We evolved in the natural world. The tiger evolved masterly in terms of it being one of the most powerful land predators. And the tiger is a symbol that while it lives, at least something from the past exists. And that's why it's so important. When it goes, the world will be a sorry, sorry place to live in.